Here we go.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. This is Vacation Nights, presented by Travel Planners International. My name is John Morrison. I am joined here by Javier Yutako from Viking. And tonight we're going to go over a little bit about Viking.
Yes.
It's not Viking Cruises. It's not Viking River Cruises anymore. So
Viking.
Just Viking.
Yes.
Just Viking. So if anyone's ever familiar with Viking previously, they were just a river cruise outfit, but now Javier's going to show us why that's so much more.
Yes. We've got a lot.
Yeah.
We've got a lot.
We have a lot to go over, a very short period of time. For those of you at home, if you do have questions, over on the right-hand side of your screen, there is a chat function that you can ask questions while Javier is here in studio. Again, we do like the live interaction. That's the whole purpose of doing this live. So make sure that you do chime in. We will get that question relayed up here to the stage.
I will tell you, there's a group that is watching us right now, Jeff and Janet Blackwell.
Excellent.
They have some of their closest friends with them watching us.
So again, if you've never joined us for a Vacation Nights before, the whole purpose of these Vacation Nights is for you, the consumer, to ask questions of Javier while he's here, to kind of give you an idea of what sets Viking apart from all the other river cruise lines. So let's go ahead and get started, Javier.
Perfect. So the world of Viking, who are we, what are we? We are a 21-year-old company. We focus on river cruising and ocean cruising. Just to give you where we are today, we have 64 river vessels floating out there right now. I know.
I didn't think there was that many.
No, but there are 24 that will be ordered and delivered in the near future, 7 of them next year. For ocean, we have 5 floating out there right now, with another 11 coming in the near future. By 2027. We'll be up to 16.
That's a lot of ships.
It's a lot. Yeah, we're growing by leaps and bounds. So if you want to see the world, come sail with Viking, right? Yeah.
So tell me about the Viking philosophy, Javi.
Very easy, very simple. We know who we want, who we target. We're focused on that active baby boomer interested in history, music, arts, and culture. We want to make sure our guests can experience a destination. It's all about the destination, knowing the customs, knowing the history, going into museums, going to theaters, going into...
A lot of cultural enrichment.
Correct.
Learning about the cultural history of that location.
Yes. When you travel, you really want to go into the destination, try to be and fit like a local. So that is what we look to deliver on our Viking product.
Excellent.
Yeah. And also big too, we don't believe in that nickel and diming. We have a lot of inclusions with us. So last month I was on an ocean cruise and I was looking at my folio, and
you get charged for a little bit of everything.
You know how that is, right? You're like, on that last day, you get that bill of your on board. You're like, should I look at it? Should I not? Let me look at it. I looked at it. I was like, oh my God, what is this? What did I buy?
Exactly. Yeah, I actually ended up spending more on a movie in the room than I did if I had gone to the actual movie theater. So
yes. So when I saw that, I was like, $303 for internet? For internet for a week? I'm like, really? What is this?
Yeah, no.
It's like, I wish I was on Viking. And then I saw it in the restaurant, $9, like $3 or $4, $9 every night. I'm like, what is this? It's the wine that I ordered. I'm like, of course.
Yep, drinks are not included.
Yeah, not included on Viking. They are during the meal. So a lot of inclusions, right? If you've never sailed river before, take a look at us. It's a nice surprise, because instead of sailing with your 3,000 closest friends, it's an intimate experience with us. It's only 190 passengers on board. Service level is certainly elevated with our staff and crew that we have on board. So
the Viking difference.
Yes.
That's destination focused.
Destination focused. And I like to throw out this tagline. I think it really resonates with our audience. We like to think of ourselves as that thinking person's cruise and not the drinking person's cruise, right?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both, right? As we're all about the culture, we do this in a multitude of ways, with the onboard experience and the offboard experience. With the onboard, the culinary, it's from the region, from the area. The wines that we serve are from the regions that you're sailing into. The included excursions that we offer, the guides are all from the area. They're there to really enhance the overall experience. So that's a lot that you'll see with Viking
Excellent.
as with us. Yep. Small ship experts with Viking. If you're looking for that intimate, unique experience, take a look at us. Our river vessels are only, like I mentioned, 190 passengers.
It's real intimate.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to get to know everybody on the cruise.
Yeah, 4 decks. That's it. Very easy to move up and down. The length, 445 feet in length. Very easy to move. So if you forget something in your cabin, you don't have to worry about walking like 3 football lengths back to your cabin and going back over, right?
That is, especially we just came off of a much larger ship.
Which nothing's wrong with
Nothing's wrong with that, but it's a long walk back to your cabin.
Don't forget anything, right? But the real secret with us, it's the ease and access. With river cruising, we own 67 docks up and down the rivers of Europe, exclusively just for Viking. So it's very easy for our guests just to dock with the vessel and just be footsteps away from UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the prime attractions being in the heart of the city.
Excellent.
Because of river cruising. Yep.
Good deal.
Yeah. And foodies. Where are my foodies in the room? Right? Yeah. If you're not raising your hand inside, if you have 3 meals a day, you qualify as a foodie, right? Yeah. But the big buzz right now with restaurants is farm to table, right? When they're opening up, that's what the big buzz is.
Yep.
Well, for us, for Viking, we've been doing farm to table since the beginning. Our chefs will literally go out into the local markets, pull from local ingredients, serve that in the dining room for dinner. You'll have that local cuisine. The wines, if we're sailing in the Danube, you'll have wines from the Wachau Valley. We have also American classics too. If you're not a foodie, you could enjoy those New York steaks, those chickens, that pasta.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So the picky eaters will have something to eat too.
Correct. And if you're vegan and vegetarian, we can
Gluten-free,
accommodate.
dietary needs.
Exactly.
Excellent.
And dress code on board, we still like to say smart casual. Leave your gowns or tuxes at home, not needed. We understand our guests are explorers. So
Not super formal, just don't come in t-shirt and jeans.
Don't come in t-shirt and jeans. We could get away with jeans.
Really?
I've
Okay.
seen it. Yeah. Polo for the gentlemen is fine. For the ladies, capris and a blouse.
Excellent. Yeah, that's pretty
fine as well.
relaxed.
It's you're out and about exploring all day. So, yep.
Don't have to rush back and get dressed.
Don't, right? Yeah. And while you're on vacation, it's all about service, right? You want to be pampered. You want to be taken care of. We have award-winning service on board with our staff of 50 crew members on board. They're there to elevate the overall Viking experience.
That's a really good ratio, 50 to 190 guests.
If you've never experienced that, it's a treat.
Yeah.
And I think we've had some people here that have cruised river before, and they can attest to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyone in the audience ever sailed on a river cruise? Show of hands. Oh, wow, pretty much the entire room. Good. Excellent.
And
We've got fans.
And back at home? Yeah?
Yeah. I was about to say, Marissa, we have anybody chiming in on the comments?
Not yet. It's
Nope,
a little
not
too
yet.
early. Yeah, she'll come back.
We're getting a lot of interactions saying like, hey, we're excited. Like there's a lot of
There's
comments
a-
online.
Excellent.
A
Good
lot
deal.
of chatter
A lot
of the
of
excitement.
everybody's excited about going on a Viking river cruise.
Yep, love it, folks. So we've got more, right?
Yeah.
The onboard enrichment.
You guys have got a ton of stuff. A ton.
I think that perception out there of river cruising, I think a lot of guests, if you've never river cruised before, you're like, what am I going to do? Right? What's the entertainment on board? Well, remember, reframe that thought, and it's all about experiencing the destination. So with your river cruise, every day is a port day. You're always going to a new city every day. With Viking, we include a complimentary shore excursion in each port of call.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. If you've never
That's
cruised
a
river
big deal.
before, it's a huge deal. Can you imagine that stress? What am I going to do in this new city, this port? What tour are we going to do? We take that away and already assign an included tour for you.
That's a big deal.
It is.
It takes a lot of planning off of
It's
your
that
guest plate.
stress. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Let's do this. And then if you want to do more, we also have optional tours that you could purchase
To add on.
To add on.
Excellent.
And if you want to explore on your own, we have concierges on board that could assist you. That they will give you maps of the area, highlight the key areas that you're sailing into. And if you want to do put in some reservations into a restaurant in town that night, our concierge could easily do that. Or if you want to contract a bike and have it at the next port of call, we could easily do that. Or if you want to make it a spa day at one port in Vienna, we could easily do that with our concierge as well.
And the other thing too about most of the cities in Europe, they're very walkable from those port locations as well, correct? So you don't even really need much transportation.
Do you track your steps?
I do.
You do?
I do. I don't have a Fitbit on right now, but I do. I track all my steps.
I guarantee you, on river cruising, you will break records if
Yeah.
you're tracking your steps because there is a lot of walking, John. There's a little bit of walking.
Good deal. Well, but it is walkable, correct?
Yes,
Okay,
very,
there
very
you go.
much so. I mean, think of Europe, right? So it's cobblestones, not a lot of lifts, a lot of stairs that you need to walk up and down. So it's, yeah.
And we got a little bit of commentary from online.
Sure.
Says, I had a group on the Danube Waltz this summer with 2-night pre-stay in Prague. Had a fantastic time.
Great.
Haven't gone yet, but they have some friends leaving for a 14-day Grand European tour. And then your clients will love the Grand European tour.
That Grand European tour is our #1 seller. So thank you. Your guests will love you for that.
Yeah, and the cruise lady there said that clients did that last year and loved it as well.
Yes.
So excellent.
It's a crowd favorite. So let's get big into what Viking focuses on.
Okay.
What's our backbone? What's our DNA? It's what we call the Viking way. We want to make sure our guests could experience these three items here: local life, working world, and privileged access.
Okay.
We do this through our tours that we operate, our shore excursions that we offer, with the optional tours that you could purchase. There's some examples here with Experience Cologne's beer culture and enjoy dinner at a historic brauhaus. This is where we take you out into town, into Cologne. You'll go into these brauhouses, have some Kolsch beers, have a traditional dinner at that first brauhaus. And as the guide is telling you about the history of the restaurant, this is from hundreds of years of history with this restaurant, how it's changed ownership. The guide will take you to another brauhaus. You'll have some sampling of Kolsch beer if you've ever been to Cologne. And then the guide will tell you the history of that venue and take you to another place as well. But as you're bar hopping, essentially, right?
I thought you said this wasn't a drinking
This
person
wasn't a
cruise.
drinking, right? But it's a great way to experience local life.
Yeah,
so this is
absolutely.
a highlight here of the of local life with that
Excellent.
tour. Yeah, and then we'll have that similar too for Working World and Privileged Access. But I really want to highlight the Privileged Access. This is where we shine as a company. Our 21-year history. We go out to a variety of attractions and try to get some sort of exclusive just for our Viking guests. And we'll highlight it and label it as a privileged access tour. If you find this, I highly recommend for you to purchase this because this is only for our Viking guests. So an example here is over in Cologne. I don't know if you've ever gone to the Old Dome Cathedral. There, guests today, tourists can go over to the Dome Cathedral. You could go in, walk the grounds, see the cathedral. You could also purchase tickets to climb up to high peaks of the Dome Cathedral.
Okay.
But let me paint a picture of that climb. That climb is a spiral staircase, 500 steps, just wide enough for a group of people to walk up as they're hugging the wall, and another group of people to come down as they're hugging. It's not a pleasurable experience at all, right? If you're in Cologne, you could do it. I don't know if anyone in our audience has done it. I could tell you my wife and I did it. When we got to the top, the views were incredible because they were breathtaking, literally, right? Yeah, finally, once we got to the top. But with the privileged access for Viking, we have a tour called Top of the Roof for the Dome Cathedral. This is where the cathedral worked an exclusive of giving access to their elevators for our guests.
Oh, no climb.
So we cheated, right?
There you go.
Yeah, there's a lift, an elevator that will take you all the way up to the roof, and you'll have even higher access that's not even open to the general public.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
That exclusive access.
Exactly. So just some example of that privileged access. And we have more. Over in St. Petersburg, the famous Hermitage Museum, we have access to after hours behind the scenes tour that's not open to the general public. And the list goes on.
I was about to say, there's a lot of destinations to see in every port.
Yes, a lot to see and do, right? Yeah. And then the Viking inclusive. This is everything here of what we'll include with Viking. It included Shorex, all of your onboard meals, unlimited beer, wine, and soda during lunch and dinner, specialty coffees and teas, 24
Again,
hours.
that's a really big deal because a lot of cruise lines do not have that truly an all-inclusive feel. Even some of the river cruise lines as well.
Correct. It all adds up on board. Bottle of water included on the river cruise.
$3 or $4 if you're going on some other competitors.
On big ocean cruising, right? So free Wi-Fi, the list goes on. So it's a quite nice treat. But we're an award-winning cruise line for river. Condé Nast awarded us as Best River Cruise Line in 2017. In our 21-year history, we've won consecutive awards. You could see here, Travel and Leisure, Condé Nast, USA Today, Travel Weekly, Cruise Critic, the list goes on and on.
Ton of awards, yeah.
Tons and tons.
And that's just for the river cruise line. I know that
We've got more for ocean.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a lot. But let's get into the voyages, into the itineraries, right? This is really where we shine as a company. Number one seller right here, hands down.
Grand European.
Grand European Tour. 15 days, 4 countries. You sail on the main 3 rivers in Europe, the Rhine, the Main, and the Danube. The landscape is incredible. These towns and villages are incredible to see and do. And every day is a port day.
Every day. So it's 15 days of ports.
Boom, 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 right?
Wow.
Yeah. So
no sea days.
No sea days. None of that. No. There are 2 overnights, though. There are 2 overnights in Vienna and Budapest. But yeah, it's go. But that's what travel's all about.
Yeah, well,
going to new destinations.
Get you to more of the destinations while you're there.
Yep. We make it very easy for our guests. You can see here on the itinerary of where we go to. We do have.
Oh, it starts in Amsterdam.
Starts in
nice.
Amsterdam and ends in Budapest, yes, or Budapest and goes up to
back to Amsterdam.
Back to Amsterdam.
Whichever direction you go.
Yes, but I think what Viking is really known for out there is our incredible marketing and our air offers, right? You always constantly hear 2 for 1 and up to free air.
Yeah, because the air is a kind of a big deal.
It's a big component.
Yeah.
I'm in Orlando, Florida. How am I going to get to Amsterdam, right?
It's substantial.
So with Grand Euro for all of 2019, if you book this month, we are offering our free air at over 100 different air cities in the U.S.
Free
included,
air.
Included with the transfer.
Free European air with transfers included.
The disclaimer is yes, it is economy air.
Oh,
but
well.
it's free.
Hey man, free is free.
Free is free, but you can upgrade, right?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
So $47.99 per person is what you're seeing for Grand European with the air included.
It's not bad.
Not 15 days. I mean, come on.
It's
a great offer.
Yeah, you can't just travel Europe for that.
No,
for that price.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. If you can, it's going to be
hostels and
an adventure.
And
I like
hiking.
To say adventure, adventure, John.
Backpacking and hostels. You might be able to pull that off.
Next popular itinerary is our Rhine getaway from Amsterdam to Basel or Basel up to Amsterdam. Popular itinerary here. Great for Christmas markets. A lot of guests extend into Amsterdam or extend into Lucerne or Lake Como. If you don't have the time to do 2 weeks or longer, this is your next best option.
Okay.
And if you've never river cruised before, hands down, I like to call this one the river cruise on training wheels.
Okay.
Just so that you could experience and test it out, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Especially for those of us that haven't been on a river cruise.
On a river cruise.
I'm here to learn, Javier. Please tell me where I should go.
Where you should go. Just follow me.
Okay.
You'll be good. But for the Rhine for 2019 November, prices are starting at $24.99 per person with air out of over 100 different air cities at $4.99 per person.
There you go. You can't beat that.
Can't beat that.
You really can't.
Round trip, right?
That's pretty good deal.
It's a great offer. Great offer. And then our third most popular is Romantic Danube, Nuremberg to Budapest, Budapest up to Nuremberg. Another great itinerary too if you're looking for Christmas markets. You'll sail through the Wachau Valley over here. Great vineyards, wineries that you'll stop into, and the wines here are pretty delish too.
I'm not a big wine fan, but if you tell me about beer, we'll talk.
Beer, yes, you will not go.
I mean, obviously, we're in the heart of beer country, so I would imagine that we won't be able to.
You will be spoiled.
We will find some beer.
Yes, and the claim to fame is right here. At night, when you're in Budapest, we do an overnight here. So we do have an evening cruise experience. You're literally sailing in front of Parliament, which is what you're seeing right here.
Right.
All lit up in its glory. This is one of those wow moments where you pinch yourself and you're like, it's great to be alive right now. Yeah.
It's all about the sights.
It is.
And really, that's why you travel.
Yeah, all about it. So
we had a couple more questions, or just comments, really. Can't guests bring wine on board throughout the cruise if they purchase the wine there in the wine country?
So unlike ocean cruising, yes, you can bring them on. Bring on the bottles of wine or the local beers. We have refrigerators in all staterooms. We won't confiscate anything. There's no corkage fee. Enjoy, consume, you will be happy. So yes.
And then we also had a commentary about the Air Plus department,
Yes.
again with the free air that's included, or the discounted air. That the air department is a great pleasure to work with, from Barbara Ballard.
Love it, love it. I hear that from a lot of TPI agents here, Travel Planners International agents, that our air department is a lifesaver. So yes, we try to make life as easy as possible. But you can see here the rest of our itineraries for River, Europe, Russia, Ukraine, China, Southeast Asia, and Egypt as well.
We had one going back to the Christmas market ports. November 20. Mabon's going on the November 25th Danube and is super excited. List the Christmas market ports again, if you could, or do you know them off the top of your head?
Rhine, Romantic Danube, Danube Waltz, and Rhine Getaway.
Excellent. There we go.
So if she's doing any of those itineraries, she will see it. And then also Paris and the Swiss Alps and a couple of others as well. Yep. Great questions. Okay, moving forward. So,
Ooh, I like it.
you like it,
Yeah,
right?
I was looking at the ships earlier, and the Aquavit Terrace really speaks to me. That's my style.
That is a fan favorite, right? Yeah, you're in the front of the ship, enjoying the views as you're sailing.
Beautiful view of the water.
Yep.
Air's in your face.
Yep.
You know,
What else?
you can't get any
what
better
else
than
can
that.
you need? Just a glass of vino as you're sailing, right?
Or maybe a beer.
Or a beer.
Not a wine guy.
Not a wine guy. That's right. I forgot. Not yet.
Not yet.
Until you get on the river.
Once I get a little older, then I'll be like, oh, wine. That's okay.
Cayman's. Look at this.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, so this is your chariot, your floating hotel, 4 decks, a lot of balconies. You've got the sun deck up top, the Explorer suites in the aft. Just easy to move around and walk around. On board, a lot of Scandinavian decor, clean lines, light woods, very simple and elegant.
Very stylish.
Yes. So that's what you'll see. For staterooms, we have 5 different categories. Speak to your travel advisor. They could go through all the details from Explorer suites to our standard cabins to the balconies, French balconies, all that good stuff, right? Yeah. So moving forward.
Those are pretty spacious rooms as well.
They are.
Yeah.
Yep. They start at 150 square feet and go all the way up to 447 with the Explorer suite. Yep. So we're going to switch gears and go into ocean cruising. Are you ready, John?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
This is actually kind of more my speed because as you know from our long history together, I used to sell.
How long have we known each other?
We've known each other a long time, Javier. Let's see.
Let's think
I was
about
working
it.
at World Travel a while back. Man, it's almost been like 7 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. Me and Javier go way back.
Yes, way back. I love it. That's the beauty of this industry. Well, it's a small world. All right, we digressed. Ocean cruising. So for Viking, We have a 21-year history, but we are, I like to say, still the new kids on the block with ocean cruising. We introduced our first newly built ocean ship in 2015, and we haven't looked back. So we started with one new build out of Fincantieri, our shipyard, 930 passengers, 47,000 gross tons, all balconies. Guests have loved it. Tor, our chairman and founder, he likes to beat to a different drum. And he likes to grow very fast.
Okay.
So after that, we introduced 2 more ships, and then another, and now in 2018, we're up to 5 ocean ships floating out there.
Very
And
nice.
like I mentioned earlier,
We're going up to 16?
16
Wow.
by
That's
2027.
a substantial increase.
Yes, very fast growth. Yeah, exponential growth.
I like it.
It's exciting, right? More opportunity for you all and you all here to sail on Viking.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. So, like I mentioned, Tor, our chairman and founder, he beats to a different drum, right? So everything that we've learned from our river product, we moved it over to ocean, and because of that, we beat to a different drum. First and foremost, for ocean cruising, there's no casino, John.
I'm
No
completely okay with
casino.
that.
Are you?
I really am.
Yeah, you don't like to make those deposits in the
I
casino?
don't like to give them my money. No, I really don't.
Not giving, you're winning. You could win, right? Yeah.
Not a lot of that going on.
Smart man.
Yeah.
That's why you're here, John. Number 2, we're adults only.
Yeah.
18 years and older.
I have 2 kids, but do
Yep.
not want them on my luxury cruise with me.
Yeah, you won't.
No offense.
You won't find streaming children on board. Maybe some streaming adults, right? Yeah, I'll take that. But you can see the list here. I'm not going to go through everything here, but you get an idea of what we still try to deliver. Again, it's all about the destination. We minimize sea days. We want to spend more time in ports. We try to do overnights, at least spend 12 hours in port. If we could eliminate air or sea days altogether, we would.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And just within those 3 years, we're award-winning. Travel and Leisure named us best out there for ocean. So, world's best winner for 16 after our first year, 17, again in 18. I could tell you the number 2 spot here, they had that title for 20 consecutive years.
I was about to say, you've got some really, looking at the screen there with some of the competition, those are some real white glove luxury lines.
With that
So,
ranking,
yeah.
yes. We're making waves in the industry. right?
Absolutely.
Some other awards you can see just within those 3 years, some consecutive awards here as well. Cruise Critic, USA Today, et cetera, et cetera. So the onboard experience, I think that's really what you want to learn and hear about. We're all about the destination. And so everything that we do on board, we do a lot of speakers, a lot of lecturers. We have a resident historian, extraordinary life speaker, and we bring on guest lecturers on board. And it's all there to elevate the overall experience for Viking, to give you more insight to the destinations that you're sailing to, but also to hear about, like with our extraordinary life speakers, some incredible people that have stories to share.
Yeah.
Astronauts, World War II survivors, the list goes on with the type
Excellent.
of speakers. Yep. Then we'll bring on local entertainers, destination performances. We'll bring on local dancers, local bands, folkloric entertainment.
And each
for
one will be
guests.
local to that destination, correct?
Correct.
Excellent.
Correct. So all about that. We'll also have what we call the Edvard Munch moments, famous Norwegian artist. Yes, do you know him? Nope. The famous
just nodding
screen.
along.
Yeah.
Nodding along.
Got it.
Not an art major.
No.
No.
We'll show some of his digital renditions on the digital screen up here on the top of the staircase of the atrium.
Okay.
That space too will have
that's-
live music.
Yeah, elegant up there.
Very
And
elegant.
that's a digital portrait, correct?
Digital portrait.
Yeah, so
correct.
it'll rotate and change through.
Correct. Then we'll do some curated videos, all based on the region that you're sailing into, what we call destination insight. And if you're sailing in the Baltics, it'll be the Baltics. Here on the screen, you're seeing Denmark.
That was one of the things that I really found really interesting is that when you go to each port, you guys will actually have both in the stateroom and there in the theater
Correct.
kind of a video explaining what is kind of what to
What you're
see,
gonna
what the
experience,
culture is.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
all there to give you more insight, right?
It's more about learning and actually getting the most out of that destination.
Part of that thinking person's cruise
Very much so.
aspect.
I
There
like
you
it.
go.
Thinking person's cruise
TED
is
Talks.
TED Talks.
These
There you go.
conversations, yeah, thought-provoking and very quick 15-minute videos.
Yep.
So yeah, if you're familiar with them, you'll love them. And then the main theater will show scenes from the Met Opera here.
Excellent.
So this is also the space too where we do the large group resident historian speaks in here and lectures in here too. So I didn't mention on here that we also have some resident bands. We have a cognac bar
Okay.
with live music.
Now you're getting more to my speed.
Okay, it's cognac, huh?
Cognac, whiskey, cognac,
I love it.
Scotch.
I love it.
just no wine. Just no wine.
Just no vino.
Just no wine.
All right, no worries. And then I think the best entertainment is that food entertainment, right? 8 different dining venues on board. There's 2 alternative restaurants that are included, no cover charge. Manfred's Italian restaurant and Chef's Table, and then you can see everything else here. So Winter Garden is our tea time. Mamson's Norwegian Deli, some great open face sandwiches, incredible soups. You have the restaurant, which is the main restaurant, Pool Grill, World Cafe, and of course the fun and, well, how do I put it? The little things in life, room service, right? You order
Free?
room service, complimentary.
Complimentary, 24 hour.
All cabins are balconies, so they deliver it. They'll put it out on the balcony for you.
Oh, perfect.
So that you can have your breakfast
Breakfast
your
and
cup of Joe. Yeah, right.
That's perfect.
So-
I use that when I'm selling balcony cabins all the time. Is that it's so wonderful to be able to just open that in the morning, go out, enjoy your coffee, enjoy
Yep.
breakfast out there on the veranda.
Yep.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is. And then you can take a little siesta after back in
Exactly.
the room, right? All right, so your floating hotel here. This is our ships. We're creating literally 16 identical vessels like
Okay.
this. 47,000 gross tons.
So still a little bit of that small ship feel.
Small, yes, absolutely, John, absolutely. It's all balconies. There's no insides.
No insides, no ocean views.
views. All double
Like it.
occupancy only. There's
Yep.
no 3 people to a room, 4 people to a room.
Again, because we're not allowing the children, so there wouldn't be really a reason to
Correct.
shove a bunch of adults into one room.
Some people do it, right? Yeah.
Not on Viking.
But and just a little bit of a redesign. If you're familiar with cruising, the spa would usually be on the top
Right.
deck forward. For us, we moved it. We actually added this as the Explorer's Lounge,
Okay.
moved the spa down to deck 1. We were the first in the industry to add an infinity pool on the very back end of the ship.
Very nice.
Don't worry, if a rogue wave comes, you will not float off the ship.
I was about to say it's a little high. I don't.
I've had guests ask, yes, I don't know about that infinity pool, so don't worry, you're good.
I think you'd have if the wave is reaching that high. I think you got bigger
Bigger
problems.
problems to have, right?
A little bit bigger problems.
Yeah. There's not enough stabilizers for that, right?
No, not a 45-foot wave. No. I don't think you have to worry.
Design and feel inside inside our vessel is still that Scandinavian look and feel. A lot of elegant touches, the upgraded upholstery, clean lines, light woods, a lot of natural light coming in. You feel like you're at a 5-star hotel.
Excellent.
With what we
Yeah,
provide.
like all the wood. So much use of the wood. It gives
The
much
light
more.
woods,
Yeah,
not
much
dark woods,
much more
light
natural
woods.
feel. I love it.
Yeah. Very tone setting there. We have 5 different categories that you could select from staterooms. Our smallest cabin is veranda, balcony, 270 square feet. And then you could go all the way up to what we call our owner's suite, over 1,400 square feet, 3 rooms, like a little
That's bigger than my
mini
house.
apartment, right?
Yeah,
Her
that's-
home, yeah. So you have everything in
what's the
between.
rent?
We have a question.
Yes, is there a cigar bar on any of your ships?
Cigar bar. We have a no smoking
Oh, man.
policy.
My favorite.
On board, but however, on river, there is on top sun deck all the way towards the aft.
Okay.
There is a small smoking section
Okay.
for cigars, and on ocean, again on the top open deck, there is a small smoking section there.
Got it. And yes, we do have quite a few comments. Most of them are to the effect of they all love Viking River, the Viking Star, saw the Viking Star, and they thought it was beautiful. Loved the opportunity to dine al fresco, and the lounge with the trees is spectacular.
Yeah, gotta love it, gotta love it.
And then again, the comment about the cigar bar. Some folks wanted to go back to the river cruising, so we'll finish up on the ocean section and maybe go back to the river comments.
All right, you drive, John. So let's get into itineraries, right?
Well, yeah, definitely.
This is probably my hardest challenge when I came over to Viking, is where are our ocean ships? We only have, like, how hard could it be, Javi, right? We only have 5 ocean ships out there. It's not like there's 26 ocean ships out there. Well, the challenge with us is that we sail all around the world. It's not like we have one single ship that sails every Saturday out of Miami or out of New Orleans. We're literally constantly sailing all around the world. Mostly Northern Europe, Mediterranean, the Baltics is where you'll find our vessels, but also Asia, Australia, a little bit here in the US, but primarily Europe for sure. So popular one here is the iconic Western Mediterranean for what we have. We probably have about 6 months out of the year for this itinerary from Barcelona to Civitavecchia, just outside of Rome. But you can see here, if you're looking for a New Year's cruise, we still have space available for this December 27th.
Okay.
$26.99 per person and air at $11.99 per person. And you can see here, every day is a port day. There is no sea day with that included shore excursion in each port of call, beer, wine, and sodas during lunch and dinner, the free Wi-Fi.
No nickel and diming.
No nickel and diming. It's an incredible experience. And if you're looking to do something for New Year's, right here, I have it. Book it now because it will sell out. If you take a look at it.
I was about to say, and that price point for an 8-day luxury
Europe,
ocean cruise to Europe is
exactly.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
If you're gonna price it out.
Ring in 2019 in style, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
And just to for Viking cruises, it is 18 and up, no adults only.
For
river
as well.
As well.
Drum roll, we made that change August 1st that we are adults only for river cruising.
Got it. So your New Year's activities will not include any screaming children.
Yes.
I love my kids, but again,
not other people's
kids. Mine are very well disciplined.
Sure they are. Next popular itinerary is Viking Homelands here. 15 days, 11 guided tours, 8 countries from Stockholm to Bergen or Bergen to Stockholm. This is another crowd favorite here. This is where we have a lot of availability for about 6 months out of the year. You can see here starting from $59.99 per person with $19.99 per person for air for April of 19. But beautiful, just one sea day here. Overnights in St. Petersburg, overnight in Stockholm, overnights in Bergen as well.
So that's 14 days of visiting all the Nordic countries.
Correct.
One sea day.
Yeah.
That's you really can't beat that.
Yeah, it's again all about the destination.
Yeah.
My personal favorite that I want to do here is Into the Midnight Sun. Do you want to know why?
Tell me why.
Why?
Why, Javier?
Why, he asks. The sun never sets.
Oh.
It is up 24
it's
hours.
because you're up in the
horizon.
Up in the Arctic Circle.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but only there in June and July.
Okay.
That's it. It's a very short season, but you can see here 15 days. You really get to see a lot of Northern Europe here, or a lot of Northern Norway. But an incredible itinerary, sells out.
I would imagine
fast.
very limited quantity because of the
Just
limited
June and
amount.
July. Yes. But,
So definitely talk to your travel agent and find out when you can book it.
Yeah, and bring those sunglasses, right? Yeah, you're gonna need them for a while.
Yeah.
But another favorite here is Mediterranean Odyssey from Barcelona to Venice or Venice to Barcelona. You could see here, I believe there is only one sea day here of the Ionian Sea, and then everything else is a new port of call. So starting at $52.99 per person for April, with air at $11.99 per person here. But it is a great way to see a lot of of the Mediterranean here.
Yeah, that's an excellent Mediterranean itinerary.
Yep, but there's a lot more though. We have a lot.
Yeah.
We have over 100 different.
I was about to say, because you guys don't it's not just Europe.
No.
You've got Australia, New Zealand,
Australia, New Zealand.
Asia.
Yep, I could tell you this itinerary right here. I took a look at it. I believe there's only one category left in December of 2019.
Wow.
Everything else is
Everything
sold
else
out
is
for 19
sold.
for Australia and New Zealand
Jeez.
already. So we're just filling out 2020 right now.
Yeah, that's the entire next year is sold. So
Yeah,
if you were planning on
done.
going to Australia,
Test me. Go on the site right now. You can see it. You're like, oh my gosh, it's sold out already.
that's why, again, would you recommend that you book well out in advance to make sure you get the itinerary and the space that you want, correct?
Yes.
I tell that to people all the time. Nobody believes me.
No one believes you.
Oh, last minute. I can get a last minute river cruise, right?
This is not a good year for that. Yeah. But you can see here too, we sail all over Northern Europe, the Med, a lot of options. Again, over 100 different unique itineraries of what we offer out there.
Any chance of doing a British Isles itinerary?
We
That's
have
one
it.
of the questions.
Done.
Done?
Sold.
Done.
Your
Sold.
wishes
There you go.
are...
BA Cruise Lady.
yeah,
There you go.
Done.
It's there.
It's there. I
Contact
wanna say-
your travel agent, or if you are a travel agent, go on the Viking Cruises travel agent portal and go ahead and book it for your
Go there,
clients.
right there. And I want to say 2019 is almost all sold out
There.
for British Isles already.
Same concept. Book well in advance.
Yes.
Another question about the air. Can you do your own air?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
obviously.
You could just release the air portion. There's no air credit. I will tell you that right now. But you can book your own air.
If you find it cheaper or better, faster.
Or if you have miles and points. And
Yeah,
you wanna-
that happens a lot.
That does happen a lot. But yeah, you can see everything else that we have here. And then if you want to do combination cruises, want to do a river and an ocean with taking one flight, you could do that with us.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we have combo cruises
Okay.
that you could do.
So you go fly, do a European river cruise, end up in one of the ports that is served
or
by
catches
the
an ocean ship.
ocean,
Yeah,
and then hop on an ocean cruise.
and you sail away. And then you fly off.
Man,
back home.
I definitely need to find more vacation time.
Where is Ken?
Yeah, exactly, right?
But there's a big one that I think you're going to need a little bit more vacation time, John.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you got?
What do we have? We've got World
Oh,
Cruise.
buddy.
And it's not just any World Cruise.
245 days.
Correct. It's
Wow.
the ultimate World Cruise from
That's
Viking. 8 months. Who's got 8 months to take off for a vacation? I know someone here does, right? Right? Come on.
would that qualify as a sabbatical? Do you think?
Sabbatical? Don't worry. We've got Wi-Fi on board. You can work on board.
That's
right?
true. Hey, you know what? While you're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and type my letter to my boss.
Exactly, right? I could still work.
It can work virtually,
It's
gentlemen.
remote, 21st century. Come on, people. So we released this in May of this year, and in the industry, no one else is doing this length
Yeah, that's
of cruise. Round trip, London to London, 8 months, right? What are you going to see? What are you going to do?
I would imagine the entire world.
Yes, 113 ports, 59 countries, 6 continents. We're going to include complimentary business class air, private car transfers, all your onboard gratuities and service fees. We'll include the drink package. There's going to be some visa requirements for some of these countries. We'll include that.
Take care of that for 'em?
complimentary. Yes.
Man.
And don't worry about what am I going to pack for 8 months, right? Can I fit everything in one suitcase? Don't worry. Pack it all in because we're going to ship that luggage over to the ship. Yeah, complimentary.
Don't even worry about
Included.
bringing it with you.
And load up on the knickknacks. Load up on the little
Because you can ship it
gifts.
home, too.
Free shipping with
Perfect.
Viking. Yeah, we'll ship everything for free. Test us. Use us. I mean, you're buying a world cruise. Dang
Yeah,
it.
I was about to say.
We'll ship it.
I would imagine that's probably not. When you think about nickel and diming, obviously there's not really any need to nickel and dime.
Correct, John. So I know the next question is, how much is it, Javi? So if you deposit by before the end of the year, it's a $6,000 per person shipboard credit that we'll offer.
Not bad.
If you're a past guest with us, we'll include an additional $2,000 shipboard credit that you could use on board. Starting price, we just reduced it. It's now just under $90,000 per person for a 245-day world cruise. It's 20% deposit due by the end of the month and final payment by February. Only, right?
Only. That's well, when you factor in that it's 245 days, that's actually not that bad.
Not that bad.
When you do
right?
the math on that per day, not
just
that
a lot of days.
Not that bad at all.
Exactly, John.
Now,
okay.
if they take the air, if they do their own air to get to these destinations, will they still be able to use the complimentary transfers from Viking, or do they need to add those on?
They would need to add those
Add those on.
Yeah,
Got it.
Good, great question. But use our business class air. It's included.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Lay down, fly to London, sleep. That's a great way to fly, right? And if you're saying 245 days is too much, okay, let's break it down, right? We do have shorter world cruises.
Portional.
Portional, right? We do have our Viking World Treasures from August 31st, 127 days, just starting at 45 or 46,000.
Much more.
per person.
Much shorter.
Compact. Okay,
Much compacted. No, only a quarter of the year. That's all.
Yeah, just a little over 4 months. I could do it.
Easy.
Or Viking World Wonders in 2020. If we're planning to see 19's not working for timing, we do have a 2020 World Cruise departing out of LA April 1st of 2020, just under $46,000 per person. Yep.
Again, when you do the math on the per day cost, that's what I tell people. Everybody gets sticker shock of that, but I'm like, do the math on that per day. It's really, you're really not spending that much.
No, and you're seeing the world.
And you're seeing the entire world.
All about the experience. You only have one chance at this thing of what we call life.
Tally up your travel budget for the entire year and multiply that by multiple years. And then think about
stop drinking coffee at Starbucks for a year.
If you take all your travel budgets for multiple years and then just go out with one big bang. Man.
There you go. There you go. And then if those are too long of options, talk to your travel advisor. We do have shorter segments on our world cruises if you just want to do a specific region with that.
Excellent.
So,
So a little bit customizable. Don't have to take one size fits all.
Correct. And then promotions, right? So for you all joining us tonight here, thank you all. And for those live streaming, we do have an exclusive offer.
I like exclusive.
We like exclusive. So for any current promotion out there that we have, if you book with Travel Planners International agent between today through the end of the month, we are offering a $200 per cabin shipboard credit. For
Everybody likes free
bookings.
money.
Free money, right?
Can't beat it.
Yes, exactly. What can I use it for, Javi? You include so much. You can include the optional tours on river. You can include the drink package on river and ocean.
Okay.
If you're on ocean, you can include that with the spa, the gift shops on both. Not applicable to gratuities, not applicable to groups, not applicable to Egypt, Mekong, or Southeast Asia.
Got it.
Outside of that, everything.
And those of you at home, most of you probably already know a Travel Planners International agent because that's who probably invited you to our Vacation Nights broadcast. But if you're not familiar with a Travel Planners International agent, you can go to travelplannersinternational.com and go to Find an Agent. You'll be able to locate one of our fine travel agents in your local location and connect with them and get booked on a Viking cruise.
Love to see you.
Absolutely.
But there's also additional savings too. If you've never sailed Viking before, I've got good news for you. For being new to Viking, never sailed a river or ocean,
I think that's me.
that's you, right?
Definitely.
We're going to get you hooked on wine.
100%. Hey, if you're putting me on a river cruise, I'll get hooked on
And
wine.
just enjoy the beer. The beer is great too. But for being a newbie, there's a great referral program where you could save $100 off per person on the cruise. We also have for any past guests, if you have sailed with us, if you've rebook a Viking cruise within the first year from sailing, it's $200 off per person.
Okay.
If you rebook within 2 years from sailing, it's $100 off per person, all combinable
With
the shipboard credit. Yep. And if you like to pay e-check, no credit card, there is also a 3.3% savings as well.
Perfect.
So it just stacks.
Cut out the credit card.
To stack on additional
like it.
savings for you to sail on Viking.
And I got a shout out to Dottie because she's my biggest fan.
Dottie, you got a fan?
I have
you have
a
a
big fan.
cult out
I do.
there?
So such a natural at these vacation nights. Thanks, Dottie. I appreciate
Dottie
it.
Novak?
Yeah, no, Dottie Fort Langley. There are a couple questions though. Is the luggage service that's available for that World Cruise, is it available for the World Treasures as well? where
On
you ship the
embarkation, not on debark.
Not on debark.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
So you can ship the luggage there, but the shipping home on the world charges would not be
Yeah,
included.
you're gonna
Got
need
it.
to worry about weight.
Got it. If you're a past guest of Viking River, you get that past guest credit when sailing on Viking Ocean.
What was the question?
If you've been a past guest of a Viking River cruise,
Yes,
so you get your
get
past
it
guest discount
on
on,
Ocean as well.
Viking Ocean.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
A couple other questions. Client is sailing the Med Odyssey next year. Can you mention again how great that
Great.
cruise is going to be?
You are gonna love
Great
it.
itinerary, and say hi to
Yes.
Stan. Hi, Stan.
Stan the man.
A couple other ones. I know that I passed a couple of them. Wanted to talk about a little bit about Asia. We had a couple questions about Asia pop up. I know you guys have some Asian itineraries, correct?
Yep, we do. Hong Kong, Shanghai, also out to Vietnam, Mekong River.
So
on
both river
ocean.
and ocean.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
So again, contact your local travel agent with Travel Planners International, so you get that additional onboard credit.
What about questions from the local
Yeah, I was
audience?
about to say. Oh, we do.
Yep. Okay.
Is dress code on the ocean cruises, is it the same as on the river cruises?
So the question is dress code
Correct.
on ocean cruising. Is it the same as river? Yes, it is the same.
So relaxed.
Relaxed, no gowns, no tuxes, no ties, no jackets, just a simple
I like my jacket,
polo and slacks is more than sufficient. With us.
David, you agree? I like a jacket, don't you? It classes it up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions from the audience?
Do you have an age restriction on the ocean cruise?
There was the question is, they have an age restriction on ocean? And I believe the answer is yes, correct?
We do.
18 and up.
Minimum is 18 and up, yes.
So no children, no one under the age of 18.
No screaming babies, people. Yeah.
No teenagers either. They're just as bad. Mine's almost a teenager. I'd say
Almost.
that. Yeah.
Get ready.
I'm not ready, but it'll be okay. I think I covered most of them, but let me just scroll back up.
We have a
two
couple more.
questions. Hang on.
Yep.
Scrolling down.
We're finding
Oh,
it.
Russia river cruises.
What about Russia?
Tell us about them. We got Russian river cruises.
Free air for 2019.
Free air to go into Russia.
To go to Russia. What's the question?
Just questions about Russia
Moscow,
River.
St. Petersburg is what we have, round trip. Or no, I'm sorry, not round trip. Either way from Moscow down to St. Petersburg
Okay.
or St. Petersburg up to Moscow. So yeah, it's available. We have it's a very unique experience. That's really where we started as a company. Those were our first 4 ships in the vessel, was specifically Russia. So we have it down to science. We've built great relationships. In our videos, if you look at the Russia videos, you're going to find a local lady. She's famous. Viking made her famous. Her name is Babushka. Babushka. She does in-home dinners.
Okay.
So we'll bring a small group into her home, and she'll prepare a dinner, typical dinner there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's such a unique experience, and I mean, I kid you not, from the beginning, when Viking started, Babushka was there, and she is just now, loving it, and she opens up all of our guests with open arms. And that's part of the experience with us.
I do like a nice babushka. good Russian grandmother.
Yeah.
It's very soothing.
Yep.
Does Viking offer price protection? A couple questions to that effect.
Great question. Bring it up to your travel advisor. If you do find something that price did fluctuate, we could take a look at it and handle it on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, excellent. So have your travel agent contact Viking and see what they can do for you. And is there anything special they have to do for this the onboard credit? They just have to book with a Travel Planners International agent, correct?
They just have to book with a Travel Planners International agent, correct? It's an exclusive benefit for our network of agents.
So again,
Doing this live virtual cruise night.
Absolutely.
Live here and virtual.
nothing they have to sign up for. They just need to book with a Travel
Just
Planners
like TBI.
International agent.
Yes. Combinable with current promotions.
My
what you
favorite
find.
promotions, exclusive.
Yes.
Excellent. I don't think I see any other questions, but let me double check.
If you're a past guest of Viking River, do you get the past guest credit when sailing on Viking
Yep.
Ocean?
Yep. The question was again, if you are a past guest of Viking River, do you get the past guest credit for Viking Ocean?
Correct.
And you do.
Yes.
Correct.
As long as you book within that time frame.
Excellent.
Yes. Great.
Any other questions that I missed from my question, please? No?
I have a question.
You have a question?
I do.
What's your question, Javier?
When are you guys ready
Oh, there
to
you go.
sign up for a Viking cruise?
That's the most important question. So, any other questions
one
from
more.
our audience? Yep.
Explain your travel coverage.
The travel insurance?
So it's a great travel plan that we have. It's fulfilled by TripMate. We have options there. If you purchase the insurance within 14 days from making your reservations, they will cover pre-existing conditions. If you add the insurance after 14 days, it does not cover pre-existing conditions, but it's your safety net. God forbid something happen before cruise or during cruise medically, you will be covered. I highly recommend to take out that travel insurance to be protected.
And do it at booking.
Do it at time of booking. Also, you know, I'm with Viking directly, but I will be super transparent with everyone here. This is where your travel advisor also shines.
Yeah.
Because they have access and availability to third-party options. And
Man, a supplier
I know.
advocating for third-party
I
insurance?
know, I'm saying, but I want to be
Oh, okay.
transparent. So this is really where the strength of the travel advisor shines.
Absolutely.
Because you come in with this notion, I think I want to do this is my story, this is what I like, this is what I'm looking for. The travel advisor will listen to you.
Yep.
And then the magic happens when they make that suggestion of something else and you're like, oh my God, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
That is perfect. Sign me up. And then when you experience it, you're like, thank you, Pam, for recommending that because I would have never known. And had a.
And there's no one size fits all, so
Correct.
that's the advantage to working with a travel advisor.
Correct.
You can tell them your situation, and they'll be able to kind of steer you in the right direction for not only insurance coverage, but the right itinerary,
Yep.
the right destinations, the right activities.
Yep.
That's why you work with a travel advisor.
That's it.
Yes, David.
Exchange of money.
Currency exchange, good question.
Good
Is there
question.
any currency exchange?
So on river, yes. On ocean, no. However, highly recommend go to your local ATM when you're in port and just pull out the monies.
Pull out cash there.
Yep.
Got
Very
it.
easy. Easy.
So on river, yes. Ocean, no.
Correct.
Got it.
Through guest services.
There you go.
Yep.
Anyone else in our studio audience want to ask a question while we have Javier live? And I don't see any more from our virtual audience. Okay. Well, I think then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight, Javier. Thanks
it?
for joining us.
Cut it
It's
out.
cut it out.
What is
yeah. Man.
I went back.
Yeah, you went way back. Cut it out. Yeah. So thanks again for joining us, everyone. Again, this has been Vacation Nights presented by Travel Planners International. Again, if you don't have a Travel Planners International agent, you can go to our website, travelplannersinternational.com. There's a Find an Agent feature there. We will get you connected with a local travel agent and travel advisor that can steer you in the right direction. If you're already working with a Travel Planners International agent, go ahead and contact them after this, or they may be in contact with you to go ahead and get you booked on a fabulous Viking cruise.
There it
Excellent.
is.
So thanks to our studio audience. Give yourselves a round of applause. Appreciate having you here. And thank you again to those of you at home. We do value you guys joining us tonight. And if you missed anything, or if anything's not clear to you, again, reach out to your travel advisor, or you can always rewatch this live stream right there in the app. It is archived, so if you ever missed anything or want to watch it again, you can do so right from the same link.
Perfect. And
Excellent.
on behalf of Viking, thank you for joining. Have a good night.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.